You look like death, Lewis. You look like death.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Working so hard, dude.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's new episode of We Got Issues. I am broadcasting. We're broadcasting live as always for everyone. I'm going to be listening into Spotify. How is everybody on Spotify? Try to keep up with us. I know we're going to be mentioning some stuff that you might not be able to see in Spotify and whatnot. But here again, yours truly, episode 4, I think.
Yeah, it says it on the bottom screen in your self-created panel.
I think I put episode 3 by accident on Facebook and YouTube.
No. It says episode 4.
No. On the bottom it says episode 4.
Huh.
But on the description for YouTube and Facebook it says episode 3, I think. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we have to recap the entire episode. You deleted it without posting it.
But anyways, this is episode 4. As usual, it's yours truly, Tim, and then Lewis is right there. We're broadcasting live. I am broadcasting somewhere in a undisclosed location.
And I am broadcasting through a pre-recorded message of my own design. It's both brilliant, and that just shows how Tim is so robotic in nature that I can predict everything he does.
I am in a hotel room somewhere. Why am I in a hotel room somewhere? Well, that's for me to know and for you guys to find out later. So.
And once again, welcome to We Got Issues, where we keep busy so you stay lazy.
Go ahead.
Make that an intro thing from now on, by the way.
Well, you have to remember it first before you make it an intro thing.
Well, I did. That's why it's in the very beginning.
Like, there's things that you were trying to get me to say when we had a store, and you pretty much forgot what it was.
Oh, man. I had so many.
I knew it.
I don't have a lot of great ideas, but there were some, like, nice little silver, like, inkling bits, and I just, like, threw them out. It was like, I'm very impressed that people don't accuse me of being
you were trying to get me to say
drugged all the time. Was it on brand? That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, on brand. You were trying to say on brand. I'm like, it's never gonna catch on. You're like, it's catch on after like 2 hours. You're like, what was I trying to say?
I'm bored of it.
I'm bored of this.
I can only keep the on-brand joke if I'm playing a video game and I'm consensually doing terrible things. And it's just like, as long as I'm playing Luigi on anything like Mario Party, I always use the Luigi dice, even though that'll lose me the game. I have to stay on brand with Luigi.
On brand, that's stupid. Anyways, stop. We're gonna stop talking about Lewis's on-brand stuff, and we're gonna talk about a lot of things today. Obviously, we've sent out basically email blasts as well as social media announcement too as well. Today, we're gonna announce our exclusive cover, Comics Corp Promotions exclusive cover. But before we do that, we're going to get through some of the news in here too. Well, as always, we're going to start off with a little bit of a warm-up kind of topic. And the warm-up topic that we have is this, Lewis. You see it?
Yay! Free comic book summer. Probably not for Florida because the state's closed again. Yeah, wreck politics.
Free comic book summer. Free Comic Book Summer is this Wednesday, people. Just to let you guys know, go head over to our page, comicscorppromotions.com, and you will see there.
When was this originally posted?
Was that it?
When was this originally posted, like yesterday or something?
No, this was posted like 2 weeks ago.
For Florida, it might as well have been posted 2 hours ago.
We've been talking about this like for the last 2 weeks, but yeah, so Free Comic Book Summer takes place from July 15th to September 9th. So again, head over to our website, comicscorppromotions.com, and then you will see a link there for free comic book summer. And what you're going to see is basically a couple of rules in there. You might have read it already. We're going to be releasing free comic books to everybody there, right? It starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, for everyone who is familiar of how we did Free Comic Book Day, when we used to have a brick and mortar, we did them in waves because we wanted to be fair with everybody. We just didn't release the books all at once. We released a certain amount of books. And then if you missed out on it, you have you have 2 more chances to actually get the books that you wanted. What's going to happen is we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to do things in waves. So the first wave is basically 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the first wave. Once it sells out and it's all gone, don't worry. You have 2 more chances there. The second wave will be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then the final wave will be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you sign up on our email blast and you follow us on all social media aspects, you'll find out when each wave will happen. We're going to post that for you guys. We're going to say wave number 1, wave 2 starting, and all that stuff, right? Now, what's going to happen is that each week there's going to be different comic books that's going to be releasing for free. Now, like we said earlier a couple of weeks ago, these comic books are 100% free, but we do have to mail it to you guys. So you just have to pay for mailing, and that's about it, right? So on July 15th, these are the 3 things that's going to be released, okay? Power Rangers, Road to Ranger Slayer, X-Men #1, as well as Firepower #1. And then you'll see in here too as well, the Marvel Mystery Funko Box will be available. That's not going to be for free, just to let everyone know. That's going to be something that you may want to purchase. And the way that's going on right now, there is a lot of buzz coming on it for some reason. I'm not much of a Funko kind of guy, but a lot of people kind of liked the whole Funko kind of community. So that is actually there too as well. More information on what's going to be containing on that will be posted on the 15th. But if you head over to our Instagram page and our Facebook page, you'll see that what's going to be on the content of those boxes. As well as if you had our email blast, you'll see the contents too as well. You'll also see in July 22nd to the 29th, these are the books that we're going to be releasing. The Boys, reprint of The Boys, and the supposed to be the first appearance of Virus on Amazing Spider-Man and Venom. But we'll see how that goes. Now, maybe this is going to be the first cameo, and the first appearance was number 25. And then we also have this right here too as well on August 5th. So since we only pre-order and we only release things 2 months ahead of time, we can't look any further than August 5th. After this month, in 2 weeks, we're going to be releasing what's going to be coming out for the month of August too as well. So head over to our website, comicsforpromotions.com, and you will see all those goodies in there. So, Jeff Comics 813, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? How's everything? That's Lewis in there, and then me, myself, my name is Tim. So if you're brand new here, sir, welcome. Okay, so Lewis, before we move forward to as well, that's a quick announcement there. I want to know how you're doing there in Florida, man. Are you dying yet? Like, I know Florida is like
health-wise, I'm doing fine.
I mean, let me put it this way: have you been out at all? Because as you guys know, right now I'm traveling. Right now, I'm currently in California right now. I have some business to take care of. That's why I'm in the hotel room right now. This is my hotel room. It's not bad. That's my bathroom over there. See that over there? So,
our curtain must be nice being that wealthy.
So I wipe all the counters in here, by the way, because if you watch Contagion, have you seen Contagion, by the way? No. The movie
is that the one where I kind of crapped on them at the very beginning, where like they taped the suit, even though that's a military facility? Why are they even have punctured like hazmat suits?
Okay, I don't think so. No, that's not it. No, that's different. No, you're thinking of Outbreak. This is Contagion.
That drove me insane. Like, why isn't that hazmat suit out of rotation?
No, this one was with Kate Winslet and Matt Damon and all that. Matt Damon was like immune to everything. Yeah, Matt Damon was like immune to everything. So, but anyways,
Obviously, Matt Damon would be immune to everything.
Kate Winslet, yeah,
Kate hate him way too much not to be.
Kate Winslet's character actually died in the hotel because COVID and stuff like that. So,
but don't compare apples to apples.
That's not Apple. Okay,
you just can't say like any virus just because you don't remember the virus from the movie.
Okay, so you haven't seen Contagion. So Contagion was made in association with the World Health Organization and the CDC. So this movie was made like 3-4 years ago, and they made to a movie. They simulated what would happen if a pandemic like this would have taken place. And so far,
and I love to know now realize that no one learned anything from this.
So right now, Contagion is the most accurate portrayal of any pandemic at all right now. So I highly recommend you watch it, Lewis.
I don't want to. I already lived through it. Why do I gotta see like a dramatized version of it?
You didn't live through it. We're living.
Don't you know? I'm like 20% cockroach. I can't die from this. I've already proven it. I don't like. I've taken the dumb test, and I still don't have any antibodies. I can't die from this.
It's like
I have a proven track record.
It's like you took the test, and the test says, "Why are you still living?"
It's like, wow, you got something. I'll tell you right now, it's not this.
Like
you might want to go to a hospital for other reasons, but
like you take a test, and like military just swoop you away somewhere, just performing tests and everything. Like you have some sort of like antibodies.
Listen, if that ever does happen to me, I'll be so pissed if I don't get paid.
Oh my god!
I should get paid for being a guinea pig. If you pay me, I'll gladly be your guinea pig.
So, okay, well, moving on. So again, just a quick reminder: Free Comic Book Summer starts this Wednesday, guys. So this Wednesday, Free Comic Book Summer starts up. So let's begin with a quick warm up topics. One of the big topics this week, obviously, is Comic-Con at Home, the full schedule for San Diego Comic-Con at Home. Okay, hold on, sorry. Let me just put this up first so that people know the names. There you go. That's the list right there. All right, so Comic-Con at Home, right there. Comic-Con at Home. The full schedule's up right now, guys. So go to comiccon.org, and then you'll see .org is basically Comic-Con International and everything that's within Comic-Con International. You'll see WonderCon there too as well, TwoCon, and then all that stuff in there. Anyways, full schedule's up, and it starts on July 22nd right here. This is the full program. So when you click on it, you'll get the full program for July 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and then 26th. It went from like a 4-day event, San Diego Comic-Con, to like a 5-day event now because everyone's just at home, right? So essentially what this is just panels upon panels upon panels. But they're also encouraging people to actually do cosplay at home and then like show it off and all that stuff, right? They'll have panels after panels in there, right? The way this is going to work is that it's going to work the exact same way as if you are in San Diego Comic-Con, right? So if you click on the schedule in here, it will tell you everything that's going to be happening in a certain amount of in a certain time frame, right? Like you'll see in here, July 22nd, comics in the classroom, Ask Me Anything, and then all the publishers, and they'll tell you who's going to be there too as well. And then you'll see these ones here too as well. So they'll give you all the details that you need. Now, the most interesting part is this. They're giving you the schedule now. Not only that they're giving you the schedule now, but they're also giving you the links on the YouTube links right here, right? So that means that you can click on it right now and set a reminder, because if you click on it right now, it's set on private. So you can't really see anything, but you can actually put it as a reminder when it pops up, right? So pretty much the way that this works is that you just attend panels after panels after panels. So let's just say, let's go to Friday, because Friday tends to be publishers for comic books and all that stuff, right? Wow, I didn't even see this. Look at this. Mental health, pop culture. This is going to be a little bit more of, see this one right here.
You don't see someone saying something really stupid and then being on the news for saying something really stupid.
So you didn't, like, look at this. At 10 a.m., on Thursday, I think, on Friday, July 24th. Charlize Theron is going to be doing a panel too as well. So she's going to be the
Evolution of a Badass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I feel like that's a better title for a movie than a book.
Yeah. Your internet has to be really fast at this point because there's going to be so much people that's going to be in one panel, right? Like your download speed have to be really quick. So this one is Charlize Theron is going to be doing a panel on Friday. This one, HBO Max is going to be talking about their Cartoon Network Studio Collection. What else is here? There's a lot more in here too as well. Lights, camera, action, pixel stories, managing stories. But anyways, oh look at that, DC at home. What? They're making some announcements in there whether Batman's final showdown with the Joker, blah 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 blah. That's at 10 a.m. too as well. So basically, at the exact same time as Charlize Theron, you can actually watch the DC. So if you have like multiple screen, like Lewis has like multiple screen, and
I will legit got this. Like half a screen, 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 half a screen. I watch 6 panels simultaneously. I will be God. I will be in tune with the Matrix. Will be like glaring into my eyeballs.
I can just imagine now, just like one after another, like panel here.
At some point, I would just start seeing more Matrix lines.
Oh my god!
At some point, I'll just turn on the other 3 screens I have there and just watch 12 panels simultaneously.
That room is just screen after screen.
And then I'll just turn on the TV and put it onto the internet, YouTube, and then have the 13th.
So there you go. So Lewis is already ready for Comic-Con at home. So he's going to go to every single panel already.
For no stupid reason, I will sit in the middle of the room spinning my chair around with a VR headset.
So he's already.
That doesn't make any sense.
He's already set, man. So
it's gonna be beautiful.
I'm looking forward to DC and what DC has announcement, and Marvel, what announcement that they'll have. I know that for a fact that DC might be holding out on some announcements because they want to put it on their own DC fandom. That's coming out in August.
They could just use this as an announcement for like what they are planning to do, but the structure of that would probably be on their own. Like pretty much how like E3 and all that is like, here's what we're working on. But if you really want to see more in depth, come to our website.
Right.
What they're gonna do.
Geek Vice there. What's up, Geek Vice? Delgado. What's up, Delgado, man? Delgado has something up for you guys. That's gonna be released tomorrow too as well. So
please look at comments for the links below.
Nathaniel, just want to take this thing. Second time making it. Oh, of course, man. One of the things that
I'm glad that the day is happy for you. Me, it's a miserable time in existence for about 10 hours.
Yeah, pre-comic book day for this when we had our store, and it was very stressful because there was so many. Like until this day, by the way, Lewis, until this day, we still hold the record of 380 people.
I don't I'm just happy that this year I don't have to deal with it and it's all you. Go suffer on your own.
So, if you guys
that used to be an event that I loved.
And then it just
work it. It is.
Do you remember when
it is our quintessential version of Black Friday?
So
no one's ever happy either.
Just a quick segue on it. Do you remember when Valerie threw up she threw up by the door?
Oh yeah. I got about like half of it on my shirt. Also, you guys made fun of my backpack for having a bunch of random supplies in there. What did I do? Go to the back, change my shirt, got a new shirt. So
because you were planning that Valerie was going to throw up on you that day.
I planned for everything. That backpack had a first aid kit for no apparent reason.
Well, I mean, you're fragile, so.
I mean, like, the next upgrade to that backpack would have been a fire hydrant.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I'm fire prone, apparently. Because everybody in my family makes fun of, like, oh man, he's the one that's gonna burn down the house.
There were so many people on that day that Valerie threw up. It was that chaotic.
I don't think she threw up on anybody. She just only threw up on me. And I thought that what I was freaking out is that someone threw coffee at me. And then when I saw it's vomit, then I was like, whatever.
Also, by the way, before we're gonna move on after this, we're just gonna tell you. By the way, if you missed out the last free comic book day of 2019, you missed out the fact that that Scotty Young was actually there too as well. Scotty Young just stopped by. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" We're like, "Oh, hello, Scotty Young."
Another reason why I hate free comic book day. Couldn't talk to Scotty Young.
We couldn't talk to Scotty Young, dude. Scotty Young was
no. Let's get this straight. You were able to talk to Scotty Young. Okay. I got to say, I'm a big fan. I'm sorry, I have to go back to work. So don't give me shit. At least you got a photo. You could have at least invited me for the photo.
I did get a photo.
You did not invite me for no photo, by the way.
I also pushed him aside. I also pushed Scotty Young. So
yeah, you could have also pushed me aside for like the 2 seconds it takes to strike a photo.
I was like, "Get out of here, Scotty Young." Okay, so
we'll come back later.
Let's move on to the actual topic. If you guys saw the topic that we have, we're going to talk about the rise of indie comics. Okay, me and Louis have been talking about indie comics for the past 3 years, and we told you guys that indie comics is going to be the rise in the next few years. Why? Because everybody already has Marvel. Disney already has Marvel, and then Warner Brothers, AT&T already has Warner Brothers. No one's going to touch those two big properties. You already saw what Netflix did. They bought Millar World, and then they bought IDW stocks, and then they bought Image stocks, and then
Independent Comics is the other ones that are still continuously making new, new properties. Versus like, if you go to DC, you'll probably start in like a low rank, maybe.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you'll start with Green Lantern or Green Arrow. But you always have to follow these rules for those characters. Indie is just give something good.
You gotta keep in mind that with indie comics, what makes indie comics so great is that they're grounded, but yet they're giving you the superhero aspect that you're used to. That's the thing, right? It's not just about swearing and all that stuff, right? It's the fact that the story is a little bit more grounded, it's a little bit more personal. So much so that artists and writers are now going into indie comics, right? But the reason why we're mentioning this now is we're going to lead off with a topic with Donny Cates, right? Donny Cates is someone who's going to go to indie comics too as well. We're going to touch on that first later on. But let's talk about the fact that they just recently announced that the December or the winter event for Marvel is something called the King in Black, which is essentially Donny Cates. Sorry, I didn't.
Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman.
Yeah, no, I didn't do the sharing thing. Here you go. So Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman will be releasing the event for Marvel called The King in Black. And obviously, they've been teasing about this for the past year since they introduced Null last year on Absolute Carnage. They said they're going to have a big storyline, and this is it. This is every single Venom event that you've read from the start of Absolute Carnage to Venom Island. This is basically where it leads to, the King in Black. They said that Null was going to come to Earth, and this is basically it, right? I just find it kind of weird too as well that they're actually going to be doing a crossover with the X-Men now. So and
Avengers.
I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean,
it's essentially a crossover between X-Men, Avengers, and Spider-Man.
Yeah, so it's like a 3 big crossover in there, right? So
essentially, how do I make our popular IPs do better? We cross over all our popular IPs and put Spider-Man in there in any way we can.
Yeah, exactly, right? So basically, if you're reading anything Avengers right now, anything X-Men right now, and Spider-Man and Venom, they're all going to lead at the end of their arc in December or November to the December The King in Black, right? So if you're reading Iron Man 2020, that's going to lead into that too as well. Empire might even lead into it too as well. I think that's why some writers and some artists actually held back and did not participate on the Empire storyline that's coming out now, which I believe it came out like a couple of days ago, which is Empire number 0, leading into Empire. So But the great thing about this announcement is that if you tune into the Marvel announcement for Comic-Con at Home, they're going to give you a little bit more detail in there too as well. So that's probably something that you guys want to, follow up on when you guys go to Comic-Con at Home, when you're looking at all the panels, the Donny Cates and Marvel panels. Maybe that's what you guys want to take a look at. But King in Black, Lewis, what do you expect from King in Black?
Oh, man, I'm just hoping someone dies. That's all I ever care about these events. I want to see someone permadead.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to introduce another big character in there.
Or they're probably going to kill off Null.
They're not going to kill him off. He's a god. He's a god.
Marvel has killed off gods all the time.
Okay, and then they come back. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun.
No, so there's no point of killing Null then. They're not going to kill him off.
Unless the way that Null comes back is possessing one of the symbiote suits, and it might be Eddie.
What?
Then he gets all of Null's powers.
He created the symbiote. So why would he possess?
I don't know. Just fun. Marvel has not had fun with anything in like the last decade.
You know what baffles me a little bit is that this man made a sword out of the symbiotes, but yet he's not creating any other weapon with them.
I feel that he's probably just bored of his own creation and doesn't even want to continue making new weaponry if that's the case.
Do you expect a lot from Null kind of thing?
Let me see. From him, writing-wise, I don't expect too much any deep meaning behind his actions or justifications on why he's doing anything. I just want him to just come in, probably just want something from the planet that everybody can't give it to him because they'll pay him to make him more powerful, and that makes everybody on Earth uncomfortable for some odd reason. And just wreak havoc and just be a really fun, maybe / horror book.
I think that there's still different aspects of him that.
Please don't make him sentimental. I feel like that ruins a lot of stuff.
No. I mean, like, I think there's more to his power that they're holding out on.
I would kind of like to see Venom all of a sudden get a power spike, just so that the suit kind of like almost in a weird way turns on. Kind of like he got administrator like qualifications.
The way that you're saying this, like a suit just turns on.
It just turns on. Maybe there's probably a lot of things that the symbiote suit can do that won't be allowed until Null himself gives permission. Kind of aspect. Do you understand what I'm trying to state? Like programs that are shut off by the administrator and will be given privileges to the user if allowed.
Has the coronavirus gotten to your head yet?
Dude, it's not the coronavirus. It's the flesh-eating bacteria that I keep eating because it tastes so good. It's like, I don't know.
I feel
just think of like Kobe beef. That's how flesh-eating bacteria tastes like. That's why people keep eating it.
I feel like you were trying to mention something, but it's just like halfway through, you're kind of lost in, but you're kind of
tired. I don't know. Like, okay. The more people that are around me, the lonelier I feel. And then, like, when people are not around, I still feel lonely. There's an infinite void inside me that nothing can be filled with. Food helps, though.
Food helps, though. And Nolan, like Spider-Man movies when Iron Man did to the suit. So there you go. See, Nolan came to your defense right there, man.
Nolan, I don't need you to back me up. Get back. I got this. I don't go fair fight. I will sneak up on you with a metal bat.
He's coming into your defense. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so we were talking about Donny Cates crossing over because the topic is the rise of indie comics. And as you guys already know, like we mentioned before, Donny Cates is going to be going into indie comics for a creator own. Like I said, indie comics is on the rise right now, and this is one of the big jump for indie comics, as you guys can see right now. Donny Cates, Jeff Shaw, everybody else is going to indie, and Donny Cates have already teased his venture, which is the creator own called Crossover, that's going to be in Image Comics. There's going to be a creator owned, and there's going to be a multiple. It's going to be a multiple series. So the way that Image is launching this, they're going to launch this as the biggest series launch of the year. What year would that be? I don't know. I guess it's this year.
Baby. We got to keep them 3 digits.
But here's the thing. They're saying that this is going to be the biggest launch of the year, but there's been 2 books already out. That's the biggest launch of the year, and we'll get to that. One of them is going to be one. The other one's already one of them is already the biggest launch, which is Win. Win #1 from Boom Studios. That's already big.
I like to imagine when they say biggest release of the year.
Yeah.
Which month is my next question every time.
So essentially what they're doing is that they're comparing it from the year before, right? So they compared Win to the release last year of Decorum. I think it was Decorum. Remember Decorum? We had that. George loved Decorum. Like he's like.
George likes a lot of things that a lot of other people are like, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's George was saying that he loved.
Also, by the way, in his defense, a lot of other people love things, and then George will come back and give you structure by structure and facts on saying why your crap is crap. so essentially, you'll just tear it down.
So what's going to happen is that, as you can see right there, it says they're going to go live on Thursday, July 23rd. So again, that's Comic-Con online at home. The 23rd, right there, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will going to tell you what Crossover is all about.
They will going to tell you?
They're both going to tell you. What did I say?
They will going to tell you.
What did I say?
They will going to tell you.
Oh.
I'm not
gonna lie. I was like in the middle of a burp there. Sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was in the middle of a burp. I was trying to.
If you're gonna bust my balls, I'm gonna go right for you.
So essentially, as you guys can tell right now, they're riding on the success of God Country and Redneck from Donny Cates, and obviously Jeff Shaw's God Country. Because as you guys already know, God Country got picked up for a TV series too as well. So. Nailbiter is going to be picked up too as well. It's like
if I was going to give Redneck one poor comment, it would be it takes way too long for it to come out.
Yeah. So if you guys actually head over to Donny Cates' Twitter page, I believe it is, you'll see this 3 dots in here. That's basically his little hint of his indie book in there. Are you going to be reading that though, Lewis? Crossover?
If it's an actual crossover with their trade brand books, no. Mm-hmm. But if it's an original IP, maybe. I got to read the summary. I can't just trust big names doing something because that doesn't guarantee quality book.
Well, I mean, Nathaniel said, independent equals creative freedom. So basically, with creative freedom, the writer and the illustrator get to illustrate whatever they want to.
Necessarily, 100% of the way. There is some kind of you can't. Even if you get someone and they can have complete creative freedom, that doesn't necessarily mean it will turn out to be a good book. Or when they say creative freedom, sure, they have so much freedom, and then they have to go through other facets of I forgot help me out here, Tim.
What?
The guy that always tells you that no, how about you kind of centralize it more to this?
You know
what I'm talking about, right?
I think so. I'm trying to search for it. But yeah, no.
Every time we do these lives, 30% of my entire dictionary just disappears.
Okay. But you can move on to your point, so keep going.
But he would always have to be edited by somebody.
Well, I mean, But I put it this way.
Also, creative freedom sometimes, like, that's not the best thing, because if you don't creative freedom, sometimes people believe that they're allowed to work like as long as they want. But if they don't, you don't keep a creator strictly on a schedule, they will forever see their product as imperfect and try to perfect it, and they will take 4 years trying to get anything near close, and you still don't have a working product, and you still have to pay them.
Well, think of it this way, okay? The way that the way I always look at indie comics, and that's why I really enjoy them, is that if you like this writer and you like this illustrator, imagine what they'll do if they have their own shit. You know what I mean? Like, like Undiscovered Country was amazing, and that was basically Scott Snyder. Like Scott Snyder, you've always known him as Batman guy, right? But then when he did mystery and intrigue, like independent wise, Undiscovered Country was amazing. It was so good. The Undiscovered Country was picked up 4 months before it was released. It got picked up for Sci-Fi, I think it was. Sci-Fi did it. Sci-Fi did it. So it was that good, right? Nathaniel has a point in here. He would love to see like Once in Future and Die Die Die. I mean, Die Die Die, I think would be good as a Netflix series.
Netflix, Die Die Die. I feel Die 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 will just. I feel Die 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 more for Amazon Prime, and Once in Future would probably be more the Netflix.
Yeah. And I mean, like Nolan did make a point too as well. I mean, like if you look at the Venom and the run that Stegman had, it was pretty good. I mean, like that goes to show you that if they go to indie, they get all unleashed on you, and then they pretty much can tell the stories that they always wanted to tell. You know what I mean? Like Win was one of those things that James Tynion always wanted to tell, and I gave it to my sister-in-law. She's like, "This is actually pretty good, right?" She was like, "It's really good," and she's like, "I think one of them is gay." I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I haven't read it yet," but when you get to that point where artists and writers can do what they want to do, it becomes more intriguing. You know what I mean? Which actually leads me to my next point. Another big news that came out is basically. And let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Stepan Sajic?
Yeah, no. I looked this up, and I heard the pronunciation for this 30 times, and the J was just destroying my brain. Apparently, that J is just silent. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So it's Stepan Sajic. Not the way I pronounced it.
This is where my Canadianness comes in, because you learn how to not pronounce some certain words in there. So Stepan Sajic or Sajic or whatever, Stefan. Anyways, so he made big news this week. Essentially, he's not giving the middle finger to corporate bigwigs, he's not giving the finger to corporate bigwigs, but he's just saying, "Bye, I'm done." He's like, "I'm done. Bye." It's like
there's no ill intent. There's no spicy drama.
No.
He's the nonchalant version of me. Like when it's like, "Where'd he go?" It's like, he just left.
He's just done. Yeah, he was just done. Right?
He was content to what he did. And now he's going back to what he loves.
Yeah. The part of the reason why too as well is that you see this right here, the romance erotic BDSM series that he had called Sunstone. If you haven't read Sunstone, it was actually a pretty good book, right?
He's a really great writer.
It was very tasteful. Good. So
erotica.
Yeah. So take 50 Shades of Grey. But make it a little bit more tasteful with story. Does that make sense?
No. Take 50 Shades of Grey and actually write a story.
Yeah.
I watched Darker Shades of Grey.
Yeah. So
it was the most appalling maybe 2.5 hours I ever shut my brain off for.
So Sunstone, like if I were you guys,
it makes sense.
So if you guys get a chance, read Sunstone. I mean, like, I love Sunstone. So my sister-in-law is gay, so I gave it to her, and she's like, I really like this. I was like, all right, cool. So his last book was like Harleen. He's like,
No, his last book is gonna be the sequel to this.
It was hard. No, he said that he wanted to do the Eiley, which is
no. He still wrote stuff for it.
No, but he said that he only wrote stuff for Harleen, but he was going to do Eiley, but he never did.
No. His next book after Harleen, completely after Harleen, was supposed to be that Poison Ivy focus series.
Right here.
Sad, never gonna happen.
Yeah, right here. See, right here.
But there is a sequel to the Harleen book that he did write.
Oh, he said he only wrote like a little bit of it. It's right here.
Yeah, still something.
Yeah, today I delivered a short story for DC with Harley on it. Yeah, that's just a short story. But yeah, that's his last work. His last big work, I should say.
So you can check out his final short if you go here, Bleeding Cool. Yeah. At the very end, there's a link to the short.
Exactly. So you can definitely take a look at that. And if you guys want to follow Stefan in there, Sajik, go to his Facebook. He's very active on this Facebook page too as well. He has a Instagram page, but it's not as active. But if you guys are a fan of his work, by all means, he said that if he's going to drop anything that is going to be a long story or whatnot, it's going to be with Top Cow, which is very interesting. Not only that, he's like, I'm going to do independent-wise by myself, but I'm also considering Image and other ones as big wigs, so I'm going to Top Cow, like the lowest of the low of independent, like the ones that's not making too much noise. I shouldn't say lowest of the low, because Top Cow was actually pretty good. What I meant to say is that the most least kind of popular, but popular,
like aggressive,
but the least aggressive of all independent, which is Top Cow, right? And he's like, I'm just gonna release it to Top Cow. You know, even like in my opinion, I think I can't speak for him, but the way I'm reading it, it's like, you know, DC is too big, Marvel's too big, Image is a little bit bigger, Boom is a little bit more bigger too as well. IDW, no, I'm going to go to the ones that doesn't make too much noise, which is Top Cow. I'm going to produce it in Top Cow, right?
And I'm just going to set up a parade there.
Yeah, and Top Cow is amazing. Don't get me wrong. Top Cow is amazing. They produced a lot of good stuff back in the 90s, like Darkness. Darkness was in Top Cow.
I would have to say that for his kind of like nonchalant behavior and almost eccentric kind of work, I think Top Cow would give him what he actually is looking for.
Yeah.
And he will put Top Cow more on the spotlight.
Yeah.
With all his future projects that he fully controls.
Because I think after Ball and Chain, in my opinion, after the announcement of Ball and Chain, if you don't know Ball and Chain, Scott Lobdell wrote a very indie book within a sub-publishing line of DC, like something that it wasn't even Vertigo, right? It didn't come to Vertigo until later on, called Ball and Chain. And it was a creator-owned. It was his. It was Scott Lobdell's book. He wrote Ball and Chain, and that book was bouncing around for a good 2-3 years. And then all of a sudden, it just fell off a truck. It landed on Dwayne Johnson's lap, and he's like, I'm making a movie out of it. It's like, wow. So it's so, like, indies are so big right now, or it's rising right now, that creator-owned, like studios are even go to creator-owned now to actually make movies. They don't even want to touch some of this stuff already.
They probably realize that independent writes much more fun stories to make movies out of versus Marvel and DC. Pretty much from the get-go, movies being made for them. Now, like, okay, people are already kind of tiring out, but we don't want to stop the comic book movie industry.
I think it's one of those things where it's like
they're adapting.
No, it's like, let the Netflix and the Hulus and the Amazon of the world take care of the so-called somewhat big publishing indie, like Image, IDW, that kind of thing. Let's look at creator-owned now. So I think this is when there's going to be a lot more creator-owned artists and writers that's going to be crossing over, no pun intended, crossing over to basically create their own and making their own shit now. Like right now, as of right now, if you guys don't know, I admire this artist and whatnot, but his view, I don't really care too much about it. Ethan Van Shaver, if you look at his podcast and whatnot and video cast like what we're doing right now, that might be your thing, but he's too controversial and he's just making things in terms of he's calling out a lot of people kind of thing. I mean, that's just my opinion. We're a small video cast podcast and no one cares about us and whatnot, but he has a voice and he's using it for that kind of stuff. But anyways, he has his own book called Cyber Fraud. Right now it's at $1.02 million funded.
Wow, that's not good.
Create your own, like that's his own prints. So there's a lot of money to be made in there, create your own. So I guess there's a lot more writers and illustrators that are going to be moving towards it. So definitely watch out for that. Which, like I said before, like Hollywood's going to be going after that, which leads me to my next point, the next main topic. So we're going to move on to our main topic, which is Boom Studios is making, I don't want to use a pun, making a lot
money moves.
A lot of what? Say it again.
Money moves. That's where you were going with it. I'm like, oh no fun. Okay.
I didn't know that you can say money moves. I thought you said money moves. Like
Marnie moves.
No.
Marnie?
Yeah. You don't know Cardi B? It's like Marty moves, man.
Marty moves. Oh man, that's even funnier. Man, I gotta re-listen to that song. I do not like that song, but if she said Marty moves, I'm definitely.
You referencing pop culture music is the most.
I don't listen to it. That's my problem. Huh? Like I don't like pop culture music. It's just all of it's bad, but like 80% of it, I think it's just trash with a great beat.
That's not it. I don't expect you to say Marty moves out of nowhere. Okay, that's the thing. That's what makes it funny. Like Lewis saying Marty move, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, I'm gonna bring back all the obscure references that are popular at some point in life. To current.
That's so funny.
You're gonna love it. Everybody's gonna hate it. I'm gonna make this a shit show.
I feel like making that to a t-shirt with like literally what you look like right now with a podcast mic and headphones and a t-shirt and it says making Marty moves. I would.
That's your own like misinterpretation of what I just said.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Back to topic.
I'm gonna get back to my topic now.
That's all Marty moves?
Anyways, Boom Studios. Boom Studios right now is actually making a lot of noise right now. No pun intended. If you guys haven't been watching out for Boom, you guys are missing out. They're in the ground floor. This is why I told you guys partnering up with Boom Studios is basically one of those things that I not foreshadowed or foreseen. It's just one of those things that independent is going to be on a rise, and Boom Studio is going to be in the forefront and the ground floor of it. If you're not on the ground floor of what Boom Studio is making right now, you guys are missing out. When I meant that they're making a lot of noise, this is one of the things that they just did. Okay, they just signed. Jenny Frison. Jenny Frison and Mirka Adolfo, as well as Peach Momoko, to like a 20 cover deal. Okay, so they're going to be making 20 covers exclusively for Boom Studios, right? They're not exclusive. They're not contracted exclusive to Boom Studios, but they signed them for 20 books. These 20 books doesn't have to be all at once. This can be spread out for the next, God knows, like 3, 4, 5 years, right? You guys don't know who.
Very excited for the Mirka Adolfo ones, though.
Yeah, the Mirko Adolfo one.
Such good.
Like Mirko Adolfo, the way that it's the Mirko Adolfo's Mercy was amazing, right? If you guys didn't get Mercy #1, I don't know why you guys didn't listen to us when we told you to recommend that. We recommended Mercy #1, and it was amazing, right? Right now, they just signed Peach Momoko too as well. Peach Momoko is the hottest cover artist right now. Her books are going a raw book are going for about $60 to about $80 on eBay minimum. I've seen one that's actually like 120 raw, not even graded, just raw, right? And then you also have Jenny Friesen, who's been making noise since last year. This is her cover right here for Unkindness of Ravens. This is one of her covers. She's also doing a cover for We Only Find Them When They're Dead. And then she's done covers for Something Is Killing the Children. This one right here. Also, Something Is Killing the Children was another one that we were recommending to you guys too as well. Jenny Friesen's actually got basically got picked up on that too as well. And then another artist too as well that got picked up too as well. I believe it was Miguel. That's it, Miguel Mercado. Miguel Mercado was actually really good too as well. They're making moves right now, and they're securing all these artists and they're securing all these writers because they know basically they already have it all planned out the way Boom Studio is going right now. And as you guys know, I didn't show you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna bring it up, but
Why didn't you say anything? I'm sorry. These are right here. Sorry, I apologize. Here you go. For everyone on Spotify, you don't have to listen because I just told you guys. You guys don't even know what I'm showing. But anyways, it's right here. So Peach Momoko, Miguel Mercado, as well as Mirko Adolfo and Jenny Friesen. These are all signed to a 20 cover deal. And again, I'm going to stress out again that the 20 cover deal can be anything from every single month, like two covers a month, to about one cover a month. So it can actually expand for a very long time. This is Jenny Friesen's cover for Unkind Ravens. This one is for Something's Killing the Children, and this one right here is for Seven Secrets #4. So Boom Studio is actually in the forefront of this rise of the indie comics. That's why we decided to team up with Boom Studios too as well, with some of our exclusive variants. I mean, I only see big things happening for Boom Studio. I mean, like Louis, you already knew that Boom Studio actually got picked up by by Netflix too as well, right?
The way I see it, so that I can make you laugh, ironically, is Boom Studios is the current Raptors. They're taking young talent and developing them.
They are. I'm not gonna lie.
You like that?
The funny thing is,
like, literally said.
Were you looking that up on your iPad the whole time?
No. You want to know why I know why this is a thing? Is because you can never stop talking about the Raptors. Every 2 hours, you bring them up. Sure. This is the only reason I know this reference. I know anything about basketball other than the fact that you can't double dribble, and that it's a very black-dominated sport because.
I'll show you this too as well.
6'9"? Damn.
That's my face mask right there.
I bet. That's new.
Yeah. So, okay. So, which leads me to my next point. My next point is something that we've been talking about for the past few days, and we've been teasing about it for the past few days too as well. So now is the time for you guys to see. Today, our exclusive variant cover. And our exclusive variant cover, well, I mean, I'll just show you guys. So our exclusive variant cover will be coming from Boom Studios. And it's going to be for the upcoming book next month, Seven Secrets. Seven Secrets, exclusive variant cover for Comics Corp Promotions. This is done by none other than our very own Tony Skeplik. Tony Skeplik, like I said before, he is going to be a force in this industry. This is his coming out party, And not only that, this was a perfect book for his coming out party, but I mean, look at this. This is the dress variant cover that we have, and we also have the virgin cover right here. So here is the funny thing about our covers. Um, Currently, right now, I guess it's already done. The FOC date's already done. We are the only comic book store, exclusive comic book store, that has two covers. This is the dress variant.
Technically not a store.
Yeah, this is the dress variant. You can see the dress variant, right, Lewis? This is
Yeah.
this is the dress variant right here.
Show me the sketch of this early on.
Yeah, so this is the dress variant right here, and this is the virgin variant. Now, this is the most interesting part about this cover right here. We actually, the way that we designed this, we designed it in a way that we don't want a connecting cover. Now, you might be looking at this and be like, well, that is a connecting cover. Well, technically it's not. Each book itself, each cover can actually be a standalone cover itself. So if you want the dress cover variant, you can have this right here. If you want to get the bundle pack that we have for both covers, this one is also a standalone cover itself. The difference between this cover that we have, the variants that we have, and a connecting variant is that a connecting variant is basically sliced down in the middle unevenly and incomplete. This right here is basically sliced just right down the middle, not too far, not too short, that it actually is, you can actually connect them both, but in a way that they can stand as an independently as possible. So we're calling it a companion variant cover. So this is the first set from our companion variant covers. We're going to have a lot of these from Boom Studios. We have 3 or 4 more books planned going up to about December. As the title comes along, we're going to start planning them out. Currently, right now, we have this cover, another one coming out in September, and then we may have another one in October coming out too as well. We're going to take a look at that too as well. But we partnered with Boom Studios in here, and we are actually going to be giving you guys this cover right here. This is the first of all companion variant covers that we have coming out, and this is the first one from Tony Skeplik. And again, Tony is going to be a force of nature when it comes to variant covers. This is just one of them. I'll show you guys what the back looks like. This is the back of the variant cover for the dress variants. As you can see in here, Comics Corp Promotions right over here, and then Tony's last name right there too as well. And then for the Virgin cover, this is what it looks like for the Virgin cover, the back of the Virgin cover, and then the Virgin cover itself is that one right there. So that's what it's going to look like. And then again, like I said, you can definitely have them together as a set, and that's basically the full set right there. So what draws me into Tony's work is this. Lewis, did you notice the small details that he did in here? You see this right here, the bigger sets of flowers are blurred out where it's more clear in the background to have that kind of 3D depth into it. Do you see that? Did you notice that?
Focus in the middle here.
Yeah, right.
In the outer scope will be blurred out.
Yeah. Yeah. What I like about this is that his attention to details. Like, you see the neck in here? That's like a tattoo, man. Look at that. His attention to details, the wrinkles on the shirts actually makes sense. I'll tell you right now, you judge for yourself. I keep my own opinion to myself. Lewis, the same thing too as well. But, I'm not just saying this because, we represent Tony and this is our variant cover, but you guys can definitely, decide for yourself. But this is definitely one of the most vibrant colors that I've seen too as well. The way that he uses purple will make Clayton Crane very proud. So they do come with COAs too as well. This is the COA for the dress variant right there. And this is the COA for the Virgin cover too as well. So they're going to come with COAs too as well. And then for everybody who wants the CGC, we do have them on CGC too as well, guaranteed 9/8. As you guys know, we do press and clean books. So a 9.8 will be guaranteed if we say 9.8. If it's a 9.6, it will be guaranteed 9.6. So, and then we're going to be planning this pretty soon. We'll see how the pandemic turns out, but we will have a signature series with Tony too as well. These are going to be on a set. So we're going to be selling sets too as well. So I'm going to show you guys this very quickly. We're going to be selling them in a set like these. You see that? So you can get the dress variant. You can get the 2-pack exclusive. You can have the 3-pack exclusive with the main with the main cover too as well. So you don't have to open Tony's stuff. Keep it as pristine as possible. The Inyuk Lee variant cover too as well comes with a pack too as well. So you can choose on these packs. And then we also have the spoiler variant cover, which is a 3-pack set. And then we have the 1 out of 10. This is very limited. So just to let you guys know, the 1 out of 10 and the 1 out of 25 are limited. So we'll have these two as well. Now, the big question is, when will this be available, Louis?
Right now. You missed it. It's sold out.
It's not going to be available right now.
Yesterday. If you're looking at this right now, all gone.
So this
1,000 copies gone.
So this variant cover will be available as of tomorrow. Tomorrow, Monday, at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will be available on our website.
I'll be sleeping during that time.
As soon as this podcast,
I already have my copy reserved. It was
he
already
has his copy reserved. As soon as this podcast ends, we are going live with the preview on our social media, all of our social media there too as well. And then if we're also going to be sending emails tomorrow for everybody too as well. But social media there too, it's going to be revealed. Geek Vice and Delgado did an amazing trailer for this book that's going to be released tomorrow. We're going to release that trailer tomorrow. But today, you guys are more than welcome.
I will be comparing you to DC's Heavy Metal, which I laughed at ridiculously for the whole 5 minutes. That was the most awful / maybe could have been a great idea I've ever seen.
No, it's awful. So
bad. I will be comparing it to you, so it better amaze me.
So when I say that we're in the ground floor of partnering up with Boom Studios, I'm going to show you guys this very quickly too, as well as we let you guys get that cover sink in.
We're gonna let people sink now.
Yeah, sink. Yeah, let it sink in first. When we were talking about the biggest release for independents right now, as of right now, 7 Secrets is on pace to actually dethrone Decorum from last year. It has one of the biggest, how should I say this? One of the biggest pre-orders for retailers right now. 7 Secrets. Not only that, but
amazing praise from early readers.
Yeah, it has amazing praises from early readers too as well. James Tynion actually praised it too as well. This is by Tom Taylor, just to let everybody know too as well.
This is a person that has 4 generations of his name.
Yeah, it's it's insane. So the early releases for this book, for some people to read it, I mean, I read it already too as well. It's amazing. This is one of the best books I've. I mean, like, it's Tom Taylor. Like this comes to what we were talking about earlier. When you have someone like Tom Taylor and you love his work, and then you put him into a creator-owned universe, you can see him unleash. And this is him pretty much unleashing everything.
Really, the difference between have to follow rules and creating your own rules, and your own rules you're going to enjoy more.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see right now, right there in the bottom, right here.
Kind of like Saga. They take 3 to 6 years hiatus.
Yeah.
And then they come back, they give you 1 book, and then they take another 6 to 10 year hiatus.
Right.
So God, I want to just finish that book.
Like you can see right now. Like you can see right now, these are the reports that's coming out. It's like 7 Secrets Number one, puts it on track to become the biggest creator-owned launch in Boom Studio history right now. So,
and by Boom standards, that's not very high.
So
I didn't mean to insult them, but like they were just asking for an easy swing.
So right now, the biggest release that they have is Win. 7 Secrets is set to break Win's records right now.
Yeah.
So it's pretty insane right now, though. Like, this is why we kept telling people we kept telling people you got to pay attention into the indie books. The indie books is where intriguing story is at right now. So
well, if you compare anything to Saga, you got. I will read whatever. It could be like the worst thing I've ever read, but you just said it's comparable to Saga.
It's insane. It's insane. So we're very proud of this variant cover by Tony Scapla. Go ahead and follow Tony there too as well. He's on Instagram.
No, Tim is very proud. I did no work whatsoever. I just stood here.
So
you think that's a joke, but 80% of my life has been just sitting on this chair in this room in this very spot. When I get off here, I go to work and I'm still sitting down on this very spot.
Lewis is actually just in that chair for a whole week until I turn on my computer and
if you need proof, I will go live.
Just sitting there.
Yeah, the only time where you see me go away is to go to the bathroom, shower, or eat. 99% is just me sleeping on this like this.
So again, it actually goes live tomorrow. I said 10 a.m. I apologize. So again, it goes live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to comicscorepromotions.com. These exclusive variant covers will go live tomorrow. I already foreseen the 1 out of 10 and 1 out of 25 going to be gone fairly quickly. So
yeah, thanks a lot for that, Norland.
Yeah, so
us wants one too.
If you guys are sticking around this long too as well, I will tell you some of the stipulation too as well, and here are some surprises. The first 100 invoices, that means 100 orders, invoices. The first 100 invoices for the dress variant will get 10% off. Okay, you will get 10% off. The first 100. The first 100 for the dual packs will get 15% off too as well. Okay, now when you go on our site tomorrow and check them out, you will see that there is going to be a small surprise there for everyone too as well. So keep that in mind. Again, these goes live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're listening to Spotify right now, it's live right now. Go right now. So
if you're listening to this and it's not live, the 1 in 10s and the 1 in 25s sold out. And probably somebody contact us for any available signature series, and that's sold out too. Yeah. Can't help you.
So
plus, no one told you to see this a week later.
So just turn on your alarm clock. Set your alarm right now. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And
if you're in Florida, set it 1 p.m. because that's when you're going to wake up anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
My ass only wakes up at 2 p.m. I have no reason to get up anymore. I'm so... But I might as well just, like, I don't know, just sign myself up for, like, a psychiatry dome. Like, it's just me in padded uniforms. At least I have fun.
So just keep in mind that it goes live tomorrow again. If you guys have any questions on it, definitely give us a quick email too as well. We'll answer that for you. But that's our big reveal here today.
Oh, we never talked about the second printing of Negan Lives.
Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Well, it's
tomorrow.
Yeah, we did talk about that the second printing, but that's okay.
We'll do another. If you want to do this tomorrow and just like,
I'll probably talk
not just tomorrow while we live play video games, or I just criticize Tim for playing video games poorly.
Well, we'll talk about it on Weekly Wednesday. I'll let people know Weekly Wednesdays. So, well,
it doesn't matter. You're the one that bring up the topic. I have to like read things, look it up. Like it doesn't bother me whatsoever that you made me like read on the topic.
So
You're the kind of teacher I would hate. Like, oh, so you made us write an entire essay. Yeah, you didn't read it, right? Because you gave me an A.
it's so stupid.
If you read it, you would have gave me a C plus. You evil monster.
You big monster. All right, so that's it for We Got Issues. We're gonna go ahead and activate all those social media and stuff like that, so that you guys can definitely take a look at the images a little bit more clearly. It'll be posted within the next 2 minutes. The next 2 minutes, it'll be posted. So go on our social media. Well, it's right there. Instagram, Comics Core _ promotions, Twitter at Comics Core promo. Go to our website, comicscorepromotions.com, and then Facebook and Spotify too as well. Until then, we will see you guys next week. I will see you guys on weekly Wednesdays. If you guys have questions about the variant covers, go ahead and send us a quick email. But until then, Louis, any last words for people?
My father is ashamed of me. He looked me straight in the eyes and told me, I am ashamed of you.
And he said he's ashamed of you. Okay.
And I said, fair enough.
Anyways, that's his last words. Until then, we will see you guys next week. Peace out.